just a bloke in a bar.
Shout out to his family and friends. Shout out. Also, like, bring the actually shouting of shout out. Like, no one ever actually shouts when they shout out.
No, it's a metaphorical shout out, isn't it?
But do you reckon it started as people literally yelling in the street, going, you know, extra, extra, get your...
So you like to see more shouting out?
Yeah, like, for example, South Dowling sandwiches. Shout out! Because I've been there once. Literally once. So shout out. I've been there once. And they didn't have barbecue sauce and I wanted barbecue sauce. This was, how long ago was this? A month?
A month ago, yeah.
So once in my whole life, I went there again today for the second time. He knew the two things. I wanted barbecue sauce and butter on it, and he knew that I was the one that...
Question.
Shout out.
Was any of that, did you at any point be like, do you know who I am?
Because are you implying that you're a big deal and he knows who you are, or are you implying he's got an incredible memory?
I'm implying it's the greatest customer service all time. He has a great memory.
Oh, okay. So this wasn't a like...
You don't think he was a big Beg fan?
Do you reckon I'd get on this podcast and talk about a time I got recognised? Is that what you reckon?
Well, you do it most weeks. Doesn't he?
That's been my experience, but like that's been my lived experience.
Is that your truth?
That's my truth.
That's your truth?
Yeah.
Truth's
Even
kind
if
of...
there's like real like factual truths and then there's like...
Even though
There's
like
my truth,
empirical evidence.
and then there's
Yeah.
empirical evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And are you working in that my truth area?
I look when it suits. I think when it suits, you go to my truth.
Yeah.
If you're about to cop an L, you go to my truth town.
If when empirical evidence is getting its talons into you, maybe proving you're wrong.
Yeah.
That's when you go to my truth.
And then if the my truth doesn't work and they really pin you down, you go to alternative facts.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you reckon? I'm actually a little bit surprised Bronson Cherry didn't use the my truth defense.
What I didn't. My truth is that all of these substances occur naturally in my body.
Or
That's
is
my truth.
Yeah.
What about his truth? This isn't my cock. Like, this is not, I don't own this cock.
No, not my. That's actually
Like, matter of fact, it's actually quite alarming that you say you have ownership over your member.
Yeah.
Is it?
Or my urine. How do you prove that was my piss? Sure, you saw it come out of my dick, but did anyone else?
But is it on my body at the moment?
It's not mine now.
Like, if I leave my bag in a different country, is it my bag still?
Well, but prove it came out of my penis, and they'll say I saw it, and I go, well,
It's my word against yours, baby.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which in a criminal, I don't think that he said she said stands up in court legally.
So you reckon he should have taken it all the way to the highest court of the land?
I think so.
Yeah.
And he would have won.
I think he was begging to take that. It was begging to be taken to the High Court, that yarn.
And then just like
And he walks away a winner, I think.
the OJ case where they're like, the glove doesn't fit, he's going to have his cock out saying, the cock doesn't fit.
If
It
you
doesn't
didn't
fit
see
in the
me
piss.
dick, you must have quit.
One of the great fuck-ups of all time, that O.J. Simpson glove yarn. Like,
Mate.
doesn't fit.
And he's like,
His
hands
arms like
that.
all, yeah.
He's like, doesn't fit, and he's like trying to put it on like this over the top.
Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible stuff.
It's one of the great whirlpools all time because it's happening in front of your eyes and no one's going, hang on a sec, you're not even trying to put it on.
No, yeah.
But and it's one of those occasions, at least the documentary led me to believe this was the case, that when he got acquitted, everyone just nah-brayed him anyway. They're like, mate, you did it. Even though the only
even
people
like-
in all the world that think you didn't are the jurors, everyone else is like, fuck off.
But
mate.
wasn't the community, especially like the black community, weren't they all fucking super pro OJ in that situation?
Yeah. Look, it's
Like I don't obviously I was too young to know, but I thought
that was the angle the documentary went with.
Yeah.
It's like there was this kind of line.
It was like a race thing.
Yeah, a
they
race
made it
thing.
about a race thing. Because like the LA riots and shit were going on at the same time, I think. Anyway,
And
one
didn't,
of the great whirlpools all time.
And wasn't that car, what's his name? Rodney
King.
Rodney King, didn't that happen around the same time?
yeah, that was fucked. That video
That was
fucked up.
absolutely fucking disgraceful. Jesus Christ. Listen,
Bit of a turn there.
bit of a turn. Look, it started
To
right.
OJ Town.
Listen,
You don't always go to
sometimes that
OJ Town.
Great doco.
Great doco.
Great doco.
happens. He's now just out and about doing the damn
And
thing.
he's
Or is he
basically
back
said,
in?
I did it.
No, he's not back in. He's out. He's just on Twitter and just fucking.
Because then he went back in for armed robbery.
Yeah, because he was going back to try and steal his memorabilia that he felt he owned, or someone like
Right.
took off him or some shit.
And so he's out at the moment, just cruising.
And I think the judge was like, you're going away for this crime? But
Yeah,
really,
really.
we know what you did back then. But boys, I know you would have absolutely been watching this because I was up, glued to the TV, mate. I knew he could do it.
Yeah.
I fucking knew he had it in him, Maxwell, mate.
Yeah.
Were you up all night glued to the TV?
Glued to the TV.
Yeah.
I knew he had it in him.
Yeah.
What an innings from the
What
big
did he
fella.
come in at?
3.
Oh, he came in at 3, did he?
No, they initially had him at 3, then he came in about 6 or 7.
Okay, what were we at that point?
I think 3 for 71.
Oh, 3 for
sorry,
79.
6 for 71 around there.
6 for 71 was
Yeah.
it? Jeez,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Right. I thought it was...
Mate, what an
I thought it was
incredible...
7 for 91 maybe.
7 for 91.
Came in at like
Close.
maybe 6.
Close.
Came at 6.
Came in 6?
Yeah, I think so.
What a man.
Mate, basically on one foot. One
Basically.
leg.
Cramping up.
Even his cock was cramping up, I heard.
Everything was
Unbelievable.
cramping except his arms. His arms weren't, unless that was just a cramp.
Maybe he was just cramping 6s. It's like he wasn't even trying to hit it. He just cramped the whole time.
It was
he's just
ridiculous. Yeah.
It just like spasming onto the ball.
Yeah.
Comfortably like the most ridiculous batting you've ever seen. Certainly in an ODI.
Is it GOAT status, or is the opposition?
Listen, fuck. You
Never
got to
be
listen.
close.
No, like the opposition, they were just outside the top, like finals contention. Afghanistan in this World Cup. So like
But they're decent enough, though, aren't they? Like they're not.
But listen, yeah, they are. They're decent enough. But like, it's also like you got to go off what the greats are saying. They're like it's the greatest one-day innings of all time. But like, also when you're sort of going, if you like, I could understand the argument being like, oh well, it's Afghanistan, but like, they were coming 5th.
And also throwing a dick cramp as well.
Dick cramp, and we were under the pump. Like, you like it or not, we were fucking under the pump. No one else in our side could seem to bat against them.
No one took that 400 away from Haydos, though. And that was against Zimbabwe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't take it away from Haydos, but they do because they say it every single time they mention it. Was it 400? I don't think it was just 383
389 or
It
something.
was 380.
380.
They can't
400 was Lara.
Lara a
wasn't it?
few
Yeah.
months later.
Listen, fucking unbelievable. It does need to be mentioned, I think, if we're being honest and truthful about the situation that it was against Afghanistan. Doesn't matter. We were in a fucking tough position and the big fella stood up and was unfucking believable.
Does the position also help his case? Because it's not
Mate,
like he started off
coming
and
in
did
at
that.
6 and doing that is absurd. Absolutely absurd. Just reading here, first ever double 100 while chasing. Mate, when
many
he's in a
kids?
mood, he can get himself into one of the great moods.
Yeah. Seriously.
He's a mood guy.
Such a mood guy.
He's a serious mood guy.
He's all
And,
mood.
like, again, not to insert us into this story. We, a couple of weeks ago on our podcast, after he got a very fucking poor duck, we basically hung shit on him and be like, come on, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
you
You must have watched.
Never seen you fucking do anything when you need it, when we need you. He then goes and peels off the fastest 100 in World Cup history, a fucking game-saving 40, and then the biggest score an Australian's ever scored in one day.
Do you reckon he was watching going, fuck these dribblers?
Well, I think he just goes, you know what?
They're
I
right.
owe it to Tom and Eddy.
Well, just they're right.
And I owe it to the nation. I think sometimes we hold up the mirror to players and we just go, listen, this is who you've been.
So this is the boys kind of stuff, but reverse psychology.
It's just a bit of
Reverse
Phil
psychology.
Gould.
It's like, listen, I don't remember the last time you stood up for the nation in a time of need, and he's gone and done it.
Do you reckon, he's a mood guy? Do you reckon he's wearing a mood ring, those old school mood rings that like you'd warm and they'd change colour?
I never fully understood how those worked, but I certainly believe in moods.
My sister got a mood ring the other day, I think for her birthday, and she's a big believer in the mood
A
ring.
bit old, isn't that? Isn't mood ring a bit old, or is she? I guess she's a bit woo-wooey. I thought
Well,
mood ring was like younger.
no, I think it falls very nicely into the world of woo woo.
Oh, for sure.
Which the women in my life tend to
Dabble in the woo.
really get off on.
Yeah, okay. Hey, look,
off on it.
whatever floats your boat.
Well, I mean,
Whatever gets you off, right?
Yeah.
whatever gets you going.
But I am convinced he was wearing a mood ring whilst hitting that 200.
What mood what colour would it be?
I just get a feeling of purple for some reason. A purple patch?
Because he's in a
Purple
purple patch.
Yeah, he's in a purple patch.
Like a bright purple or like a dark?
I'm
sort of
thinking dark,
brooding purple?
but your guy using more the vibe, the omenry. You'd have a bit of
No, look, I
measure
don't
of
mind purple. Where does it stand for you, Darren, in terms of innings you've seen?
Listen. Look, it's all right. I mean, again,
What's
Afghanistan, not that good.
Yeah, I reckon that good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He's all right. But
What's
back
your favourite?
mate? Back in my day, this happened. Much better opposition. We
Oh,
used
yeah?
to do it. Yeah.
Who? Which, like, just...
Mate,
Is there anyone that stands out?
I'm thinking Lara, he did 400, which was pretty impressive.
Well, we were just talking about that. Was that in one day?
And there was a 380. Was it Haydo?
Was that
Haydo, I mean, look, it was
one
against
day?
Zimbabwe.
Who was that? What was that in there? What format of the game?
He was in great form.
What
He was in
format?
great form. Watching it looked ridiculous because even, and as you know, not obviously, it's not obvious at all. I don't know shit about cricket. even when he was waiting for the ball, you could tell he was injured.
Because he wasn't moving his feet.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like he was almost like, all right, I can't move, and they still couldn't hit the fucking thing. The wickets. Aim for the wickets, bro.
Aim for the wickets. Aim for the stumps. It was insane. It was honestly insane. The shots he was pulling off, injured. But again, like even when he's not injured, he pulls off ridiculous shots. But just the power.
The fact that he was injured, the timing was so delectable, so delicious, so nutritious was the timing. And then for the 6 to get the win and the 200.
Are we a chance? India obviously dominating.
No, we're a chance.
No, we're a chance.
But they've been dominating.
We're a chance.
Nah, but we're a sniff.
You reckon we're a sniff?
Fucking oath. I tell you what I was saying to Tom the other day.
What were you saying to me, mate?
And to the punter and to the dribbler, is that beware going into a final having not lost.
That's a good point.
It doesn't bode well.
Yeah, there is something weird about it.
It seems, in my experience, more likely than not that you lose those ones.
Because you're almost waiting for the loss. You know what I mean?
It just hasn't come.
Yeah.
Sometimes the loss you needed to have.
They say that all the time. You got to have a loss.
Yeah.
It's the loss you needed to have. You got to have one a little bit earlier in the competition.
Now, I'm pretty sure we went through undefeated in the Caribbean.
And we're currently on a fucking win streak as well, which sucks.
Yes.
I'm talking about now at home in front of your own people. It's just a different vibe.
Throw on the front of your own people, that does add extra pressure onto the win streak.
Yeah. And we're in just red hot, like, bullshit form where it's like, it's you have everyone else in the team bat poorly and then one guy hits 200. Like, but it's not just been like one person the whole series.
Someone else
got
has stepped
runs,
up each time.
Head's got runs, fucking Maxwell's got runs.
My boy Marnus came out and had some runs last game.
Not this one, the one before. Yes, exactly. Marnus is contributing.
There we go.
Your boy.
My boy.
Your boy
Every
Marnus.
time I see his last name, I think lasagna.
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see it.
He did a goosey in a test match and that was fucking hectic.
I think he's got a great left to right cut out. That's what I'm hearing.
Get him on the footy paddock, Marnus.
Does he?
You know what Marnus has? He's got a bit of rugby league about him, I reckon.
He's a Safa.
Is he South Australian? Oh, well,
No, South African.
I keep saying South
He
Australian.
came here early.
10.
Yeah.
We were doing the cricket results the other day and I said South Australian again for South Africa.
South Africa.
Very strange.
Yeah,
Very strange.
that is very strange. What's going on there? What's that about?
I don't know. Because I'm so loyal to the country, I can only think of the states or the nation.
Is that
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
right.
Doesn't make any sense.
Not much does on this show.
No, that's a great point. The only thing that made sense is Glenn Maxwell.
Now, listeners, there's a bit of controversy because you boys aren't discount guys. That's not how you roll. You're not discount guys. And we've been fucking arguing in the green screen all before the show. But I finally got my way. It's 50% off next Thursday, the 16th at 6 p.m. They're going to be DMP shirts that are 50% off. The boys didn't want it.
Well,
That's not how they roll.
Hey, we're discount guys.
Listen, I love money, right? So I'll put my hand up and say I had to be talked into it. I'll just be honest with the punter and the dribbler. But I've seen sense.
Yeah, okay.
The way it was presented to me by Denon was think of the punter and the dribbler. And I thought to myself, yes, I will. I will think of the punter and the dribbler. And I have 50% off. You're
and
welcome.
is this a bloke? Are you doing a bloke 50% bonanza as well?
It's a bonanza.
It's a bonanza.
Is it a bonanza?
Well,
or a bonanza?
It's a bonanza, I think, as the Queen would say it. Although she's dead, she wouldn't say it now when she was alive.
She might be
Rest in
saying it
peace.
through
Rest
the
in peace.
ether.
Hopefully rest in peace.
Bonanza. But in Australia, it's bonanza.
Well, the only reason why...
Weird word, bonanza.
It is a bit.
It is a strange word. It's like banana kind of, but not.
Well, and
Anything
it's
with a
also
Z in it gets my sort of...
attention.
It does.
The only reason why I
Gets my
said
tail up.
use an anti-discount, because you don't do discounts usually.
Not historically.
No, we haven't.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's, yeah.
So that's
No,
what you're
it's
doing
fair.
for the people.
No, it's fair.
You're going against your morals and your values, and you're going... You're discounting. Well,
Yeah.
morals and values is the wrong
Drag,
word.
kicking and screaming the
Like,
discount aisle.
like on my gravestone, it's not going to say big discount guy.
No.
You're not a big discount guy.
I'm a big full freight guy.
You believe in the product. You believe in the product.
I believe in the price and all the service. But I'm happy on this occasion to concede and go with the Bloke 50% off merch sale next Thursday, the 16th of November, 6 p.m, I'm guessing.
6 p.m.
Bloke.shop.
Always 6 p.m, baby.
Everything there 50% off.
It's a bonanza.
Do not miss it. It's a bonanza. It's a bonanza.
Also, probably worth noting that Thursday the 9th of November, which is the day that this comes out.
This is today.
Which is today.
There's rosé back on sale, hellosport.shop. Just saying that. Obviously, 50% off Bonanza following week, but...
Well, it'd be good to buy the rosé and drink it whilst shopping on the Bloke website.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, boys, I'm a big foreplay guy.
Are you?
Big foreplay.
Are you a big? I'm not a huge foreplay.
Really?
guy.
You just like to get down and
No,
dirty.
like
You just
there's
rip it straight
foreplay, obviously, but some people I feel like spend
it
a
overboard.
lot of time
Yeah.
foreplaying.
What's a lot of time?
Longer than 10 minutes.
That's a lot of time. Yeah.
But what I wanted to do is like, let's get some foreplay for the punters and the dribblers and tease them about that hat you may or may not be
What are
wearing.
you talking about, bro? You keep
I'm just
asking
saying.
about this hat.
A bit of foreplay
This
with the
hat.
hat
This
that may or may not exist.
this off-white cord punters and dribblers hat with the old logo on the back.
Is that a retro logo on there?
I think it's a retro logo.
That's the old one we used to have.
That's the real punters and dribblers.
Remember that one we used to have?
Oh, yeah.
If you got
That's
one
what-
of those old logos, you're a real one.
Denim Wood, we got him on. He just never wears it.
I got this dude asking me to buy it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I'll be honest, I don't know where he is."
You mother-
Oh, just someone else to buy it.
Yeah, yeah.
What would
And
you
he was-
charge?
No, I would. Of course, I would keep it.
Well,
It means something to me too. I'm
You
a
just said
fucking.
you didn't know where it was. So
Mate.
you're obviously thinking about it.
Well, it's somewhere within my owner. Like I own it to a degree,
Yeah.
but I just don't
You're
know
a
where it
dog,
is.
mate.
Within my kingdom, it's within the kingdom.
Palatial estate.
Yeah.
So
And Tom.
with the foreplay, like, can we get an estimate? Because people are frothing at the bit. And look, I don't hate to give it to you, but you do own the hat game. I'll give you that. You own the hat
Thank you.
game.
Thank you.
That's a nice
It's
thing to
very
say.
nice of you to say.
Well, I've said it heaps of times.
No, look, yeah.
Listen, historically we've released hats in December, but there's no guarantee of that.
No, there's not, because there's December is when things get released, but there's also
There's also January.
there's also January,
Late nov,
late nov, early des,
What would you do if you're on a
early
date?
Jan, deck.
What would you do if you're on a date and they literally just abbreviated every? Like,
I'd find that fucking.
Deck one,
I hate when people, and it's usually
Nov
fine-
two.
Nov two,
Dude, I hate
Jan-
when people talk
Jan
about
one.
the
App.
like quarters.
App,
Q1.
what are you doing app?
Q1. Oh yeah, mate. Maybe I'll have some bit of time at the beginning of Q1 or Q2.
I tell you
I'm
what
like,
fucks me
fuck
off
that.
about Q1 chat more than anything, Tom, is immediately I go, well, are we talking fin years or calendar years here, buddy?
Yeah.
Because
But again, fin
you
year.
fuck me
Fin
completely. Well, if you're talking Q1s, that's fin chat.
Yeah, no.
That's
Fin
July.
chat.
That's July.
You go,
July.
okay, so you're thinking July 1 to September 30. Is that what we're talking about? No, you're talking. Okay, well now you're fucking throwing me,
Yeah,
dickhead.
which calendar are we? The Mayan calendar? What the fuck are we doing? But see, Fin is where the problem is for me. Fin chat, like Fin review. It's not what it's called.
Fin chat's an alpha move though, because you're going. I say this
So
so
you don't
much.
like the Fin review? If someone said I got a copy of the Fin review, a subscription
I
of the Fin
cannot.
review.
No, that's X City, dude. That's X City. And even though
What if you're talking
I'm
to-
an abbreviation guy, so I don't mind a bit of abbreviation.
You
I
don't like someone saying I'm reading the Fin review.
Nah,
That
because-
annoys you.
because of what's implied is like
I'm a
some
businessman.
superiority businessman guy, like Fin review. It's like, all right, Hosh.
So you wouldn't like people saying SMH?
No, completely different. I'm
The
saying,
telly? You couldn't have the telly
Telly's
either?
fine because
Telly's fine?
I'm an abbreviation guy.
So rich, like what you perceive to be like
just something-
bankers aren't allowed to do it?
I feel like it is said with like with an air of like, oh, how cool.
There's an
I sound saying
aggressive
Fin
tone
review.
to it as well, I think,
Ah.
because you're trying to say, I do this so much, I'm about that cash.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I'm a Fin
I'm
review
okay with it. I think it's
Right.
fucking hilarious.
As in, like I'm a markets guy.
Yeah.
I'm about it.
I'm a huge.
You don't like
markets
markets guys?
guy. I got nothing. There's nothing wrong with markets guys. I love anyone who's into whatever they're doing.
It sounds
But
to me like if you're going to be mates with
Are you
you, you'd
anti-market?
probably keep that to yourself.
Nah, I wouldn't keep it to myself because I'm an honest guy.
Is that the commie in
I'm
you?
a big honesty
You're
guy.
anti-market.
You're
no,
anti-market.
No, I'm pro-market, dude. I'm
Socialist?
You don't
fuck.
sound pro-market.
I'm not pro-fin review. I'm pro-financial review.
Could you?
You're pro
mate,
bonds, stocks,
Don't have any.
but you're like if someone was in the bond game, would you?
Well, I'd be saying like, what should I be doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. That's what I'd be saying. But I'd be like, don't call it fin review.
I
sound
reckon
like a knob.
high-end businessmen get off talking like that to
Yeah,
each
of
other.
course they do.
How's your fin going? How's your-
Dude, business acronyms and shit.
Bro, sometimes they send emails with all those jibbity-jab words, and I'm like, oi, bruh, fucking relax, eh?
Yeah.
Like, we're two human beings. I get it. You know a bit about business, but...
Oh, big corporate banter.
fuck off.
That's fin review's big corporate banter.
Yeah, but he said it in jest. You said it in jest, or are you serious?
No, he's serious.
You're
Big
rolling
co-
with the fin all the time.
Oh yeah, I always read.
He's
the
a fin you guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Fin
you're a
fucking-
stock market check each morning,
Yeah,
guy?
yeah, I read the fin all the time, every morning.
The fin.
Yep. In fact, I get up early, like 5 a.m, sort of work out. You know
Coffee.
what I mean? Have my coffee, and then I'm fucking straight into the fin, dude.
Straight into the fin.
I'm actually up at 4. You know?
Up at 4.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Stretch, meditation.
Stretch, meditate, cold plunge,
You write down
coffee,
your thoughts.
journal.
Gratefuls.
Yeah, grateful.
My gratefuls, my ungratefuls, and then my fins, bro. Then my fin up. Then I'm in the office by 7:30, 7, beat everyone else. I'm usually out like 11, usually fucking burn that midnight oil.
Fins up.
Yeah.
And then fin up again.
Big fin review guy.
You're going to sue the Dolphins for fucking taking fin up? Fins up?
Well, I was thinking about it.
Put your fin up, it's a fin review rather than an actual fin.
Put your fins up. You're just holding fin reviews.
That's what business people do.
Yeah, that's what
at the end of every day. Fins up, boys. And they jack each other off.
You do actually. I tell you what, you do get if you've got your fin out and you're rifling through it. You get winked at by rich people. They wink at you.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Yeah, he's fiscally responsible.
Yeah,
That's what
and then it's like if they're fucking, if you're looking like really good, they might even like tap on a stock that you should buy.
Oh, they won't get on.
or they might even walk past and say, hey, mate, you got a blue chip, mate? And you, yeah, blue chip.
Are you a what? You should maybe like.
Or I might walk past people and say, see what Gold's doing today?
You should come in with a stock tip for everyone each week. Financial advice. Eddy's fin review.
This week, WeWork.
Optus.
Oh, we work. Yeah, that's
WeWork. Optus, yeah.
Stay
day for
patient,
Optus.
stay patient, Optus fans.
Oh, that was funny. That made me
Yeah, you
laugh.
like that?
I did.
Thanks, bro.
You didn't laugh,
Appreciate
though.
that.
Oh, you weren't even with me. How the fuck would you know?
Did you actually laugh out loud, honestly?
I chuckled on.
Did
Did you?
actually got an out loud?
Oh, you actually
thought
put
I
something
saw
out.
it.
I thought
Yeah.
you were saying just then. I was
Nah,
like,
nah,
oh, okay, you didn't laugh
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I laughed when I saw it.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Actually?
I didn't. It was like that's good.
A little.
Yeah, that made me smile.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So if you would have written, do you reckon you would have written LOL or
Well, I didn't
LMAO?
reply.
No, but what I'm saying is if you were to transfer that laugh into text, would it be a LOL or a LMAO?
LOL.
Really? I feel like that's
I'm a
just
ha-ha
LMAO.
guy. LOL is like, that's a
I'm a ruffle. Bring it old school, baby.
Nah. fuck
ruffle,
Yeah.
rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, that's the old school. I don't actually ever say that, but I bring it back.
it. You do say it. I've heard you say it.
Yeah,
all
but
the
if
time.
you're replying to someone that's funny, what do you say?
I do the emojis now.
The crying one?
crying one,
If it's really funny, it's crying.
Not the full tears, just the like little
squirting
baby
out the
tears.
side, yeah.
Oh, the squirt.
Can I admit to something? I used to think emojis were really feminine, so I didn't use them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that too.
I just like I
Gotta
feel
be
like it's a
tough
feminine
on
thing.
that.
But then obviously
You needed like
I opened up to my
emojis with like
feminine
six packs
episode.
on them and
The,
shit.
the crying guy when he's like hacking himself. I think that's particularly feminine.
It's funny though,
I'm
right?
just saying, it just felt like it was things that girls used to send each other. Obviously, I'm wrong. I'm just
Nothing
saying
feminine
that's how
about
it
that fucking eggplant either, bro.
Jesus.
felt. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Really uncared.
Yeah.
Really, you took it straight to an area it didn't need to be.
Okay.
Listen, I think using the word ruffle is showing your age, which is what, 40.
Well, I know if you're really old, LOL gets confused
Well,
for
that's
lots of love.
Yeah.
Oh, lots of love.
Yeah.
I wish I had like one that's like shitting my pants laughing. That would be funny.
You could do that.
MPL.
SMPL, shitting my pants laughing. Because then that's funny for the reader as well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If your mate is literally saying he's shitting himself, that's kind of funny.
Shitting myself. I don't mind shitting my pants laughing. As in, I don't like to do it, but
Have
I
you ever
don't
shit
mind
your
that.
pants?
I shit my pants on the podcast like 2 weeks ago.
Or on this
On camera,
podcast?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He wouldn't let us put it up.
Do you have a? Oh, you wouldn't. You
No,
wouldn't.
no, he cut it out of the podcast, obviously.
So what happened though?
I did a fart.
He went to the toilet, came back, sat down, did
So
a
you went to
fart,
the
and
toilet?
then ran back.
Went for a fart and just went.
Were you sick or you just got a loose?
Listen, I'd had
Sphincter.
a disgusting amount of black coffee that
Oh my
day.
god. So,
So,
you're
yeah.
30 plus years old shitting yourself at work.
I doubt it'll be the last
Well,
time.
it was on camera.
Yeah, not just
And there was
that.
like, and there was a whoop.
Yeah, no, we've got it. We got the clip.
And I looked at him, I'm like, didn't you just go? And then
Yeah.
it dawned on me what had happened.
If you ever have a documentary, you've got to keep it for that.
Yeah, or a paywalled Patreon.
Yeah, charge $100 per video.
Well, it's like an
$100 per person.
OnlyFans, but for shitting yourself.
Oh my god!
It was
I
a
can't
tough
believe
day
you
at the
shit.
office.
How much milligrams of coffee did you have?
I don't know. I had a large ice long black from Macca's and I had a espresso, 2-pot espresso at home before I came.
Holy, you would have been bouncing off the fucking walls.
It doesn't get me going that much.
Oh, you're an addict now.
You're an addict.
Yeah,
Straight up.
you are
addict.
an addict.
I am an addict.
Maybe you need to go to Coffee Anonymous.
Coffee Anonymous?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty fucking public now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but they won't know who you are. Oh, they might know
Caffeine
who you are
Anonymous?
there.
Is that a thing?
Coffee Anonymous? Maybe. Maybe we should start one for Tom.
You guys have to start it for me, though. Maybe you do an intervention for me and film it.
Could you? Do you reckon you could go no caffeine cold turkey?
Yeah. I'm not
Would
a
you get a
big
mad head
addictions
head-
guy,
headache?
except for sugar. I'm in the moment, like, not eating sugary shit at the moment. I don't like fucking crack out, but like it's one of those ones where it's like I
tough.
can feel my mind being like,
Bro, this is a huge take. Not a huge take, and it might be a dumb take, but I honestly reckon in like 50 whatever years, we'll view sugar the same way we view cocaine.
bro, it's way more addictive than fucking darts. Like I just
Kills
stopped
more
cigarettes fucking straight away.
It's fucking addictive.
I stopped drinking alcohol for 3 months, like a couple of years ago, just when I was trying to lose weight. Like I didn't find those things. You still feel like them, but like I haven't had a cigarette for 4 years. I still sometimes like, oh god, I'd love a dart.
Really?
But like, mate, you fucking
Sugar.
you see how you want to see like a test of will. We got sent. Shout out to Sugar Baby Lollies, 2 fucking sacks of fantails into the office because I think we were talking about how they were going out of business. And they sent us these monster sacks, and every day I've just been coming in being like, get away from me, Jesus Christ. Like,
Maybe remove them from the.
We had these
They ate
two.
'em.
Yeah, I
Oh, okay.
We had
So
these-
you can't sacrifice for him.
no, but I'm
No, fuck that.
sacrificing. I probably need to be able to like, it's like shock therapy.
Yeah. We got these 2 big tubs of lollies as well, a couple of a year ago. And the amount of times you'd go over there and get them out and go back and be like, that's it. And you would just keep going back all fucking day long.
Yeah.
Sugar is so etch.
It is so hectic, and it's crazy how it's in everything. Corn syrup, is it corn syrup or whatever?
What's corn
I
syrup?
think so. Corn syrup is basically turns into sugar or whatever. I think if you check most ingredients, it has like corn syrup in it or something. It's fucking. Can you Google that?
Mate, walk into a servo. Everything in there is basically just sugar. in
And
different
it's
forms.
all like completely engineered to make me want it.
Yeah. It's
Oh, it looks
insane.
great.
It looks great, tastes fucking fantastic, and doesn't really fill you up. So you can eat like a sickening amount of it, and then it'll hit you like at some
Well,
point.
you'll feel sick, but you'll never get full.
Yeah.
And what does
You'll
mine
never
mean?
get full.
There'll be the packaging is like protein shake, healthy, rah, and then you look at the back, it's got 40 grams of sugar in it, and you're like, oh my god, what do you got there, Matty?
Yeah, basically everything. It's got sweets, candy, chocolate, juice,
Corn syrup?
fast. Yeah, there's all corn syrup, juice, all sauces, ice creams, pretty much all breakfast, jams, fruit preservatives, bread. The list just keeps going.
There's a lot of sugar
Everything.
in bread. And you can taste, if you've had a particularly sugary bread, if you crash like 20 minutes later.
Dude, Yank bread is sugary as fuck.
Yanks love sugar.
Yanks do love sugar.
They live for it.
They have like fucking custard tarts and shit for breakfast.
Eating sugary shit for breakfast is a huge like.
I
what
can't
the
do
fuck are
that.
you doing?
I try not to eat breakfast.
Cocoa
at all.
Pops.
That's actually probably the only thing where I'm like, I somehow don't. That's a pass.
Like you don't feel bad after it.
I mean, I don't eat much. I'm not a big breakfast guy either.
You're not a big breakfast guy. Now that I've seen the Townsend thing,
I feel like a bowl of Cocoa Pops now.
I same.
I like Fruit Loops the best.
Like if you walked in, well, a mate of ours pumped, he was like sitting on the couch the other on Sunday, Jeff, and pumped he got Uber Eats a whole box of Fruit Loops and pumped them and then threw up.
Oh, did he throw up?
then he threw up.
Well, he's like also, he's a fitness fiend, so it's like his body probably was like, what are you
the
doing?
fuck
to
is
me?
this?
It's something.
But if you walked in right now with a bowl of Cocoa Pops
Cold milk.
and like a beautiful full cream, fresh from the udder, cold milk and poured it in, I'd pound that shit.
You know what's weird about cereal is like for some reason in me personally anyway, having cereal like in the afternoon makes me feel like a loser. I don't know what it is. At home, not out and about. At home.
Can I be honest with you? I think cereal tastes better in the afternoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't had cereal for fucking ages.
Cereal.
If you were going to go get cereal right now, what would you get and eat it?
It'd probably be boring. Like I like
rice
Wheat Bix.
rice bubbles?
Wheat Bix. I like Wheat Bix.
Sultana brand.
Sultana brand's all right.
Do you ever have a Special K? Are you a Special K guy? Cornflakes?
Cornflakes, yes. Cornflakes.
Nutrigrain, bit sugary. Fucking sugary.
Very sugary.
But that's
dude.
the thing, like
they
Nutrigrain.
push that as Iron Man.
Exactly.
food.
They push it as like this healthy food.
How
and
is
you're
that
like,
And they look-
allowed?
and they kind of look
Ridiculous.
like some,
How
like,
is that allowed?
weights.
You've got these fucking jacked guys on there,
fucking
man.
full of
like,
sugar.
yeah,
And I'm
mate.
eating it thinking like, yeah, right, I'm an
Mate,
Iron Man.
I have Nutrigrain. That's how I look like this. Like, that's a bit of a wool pull. But great brand alignment. Got me believing.
Got me, but look, if anything is green on it, I'll believe it's healthy.
But I haven't seen a Nutri-Grain ad for fucking ages.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see them on TV anymore.
Maybe Big Cereal's hurting.
I don't really watch TV.
You don't watch TV.
Do you reckon Big Cereal's hurting?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You reckon Big Cereal's hurting?
Yeah, definitely. Big cereal would be hurting. Cereal sales would have to be down.
Surely.
I reckon people eat less cereal.
Obviously, that would be why they're down. I'm more meaning, like, why do you think that they're down?
Well, because it's like most cereals aren't healthy. They're not good
Because
for
they're
you.
fucking unhealthy.
Like the days of feeding your kid fucking 50 grams of sugar in the morning.
It's crazy, dude.
Gonskis.
Yeah, you'd be going Cocoa Pops into fucking
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts, roll-ups for lunch.
roll-ups, Dunkaroos,
Tiny
Tiny Teddies, Smith's Chips, Twisties, all that shit. All their fuck
Chalky
work.
milk.
Mate, a pack of fucking Twisties, I think we've said it on here before, is like, the calories in that are absurd. Like, absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Part of me wishes we never found out about how unhealthy we were eating so we could just be oblivious to it.
Mate, couple of fucking...
That'd be nice.
Couple of Zupa Dupas at lunch.
Oh, super dupers. Fucking
so-
so good.
Maybe some hot chips and a can of Coke on the way home.
Stop it.
We
Dude.
looked away.
But, like, nothing good for you is as good as anything that's bad for you. The only, like, I was trying to...
You can't, but if you
I'm
got
trying
that
to
for your...
retrain my brain at the
for
moment.
a school day, like, that's one of the great days.
I'm trying to hook into fucking, like, punnets of blueberries going, just think of this as, like, nature's fucking M&Ms. You know what I mean? But I'm like, but they're not as good as M&Ms, are they? They're just not even... But they're good. I'm not here knocking big blueberry. Fucking...
People don't take blueberries to the movies.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm
Well,
sure some
it's the
people
sugar.
do.
It's the sugar because our body absorbs sugar the most because it's they used to find it very sparingly, like hundreds of thousands of years ago, find it sparingly. But now we have so much access to it, our body thinks that we need it because for hundreds of thousands of years you could barely find it anywhere. And so you would get those little short hits every night, like maybe hunting or whatever. But we have access to it now,
Berries.
so
Fruits.
that's why it tastes so good. That's because it's your body thinks it needs it when it doesn't.
Oh, it's good. It's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
Shout out to sugar.
Just quietly, shout out to Strawberry Dough Girls. They were the best.
What the fuck is
Strawberry
that?
Dough Girls from the canteen at school.
No idea.
Do you mean...
The gingerbread mans, but they were dough girls. And boys, there was chocolate. The chocolate were the boys, and then strawberry was a girl, and they were made in the shape of a little.
Never, ever
You know what I mean?
heard of them.
It's like a donut. But
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I didn't eat them. But then you got me thinking about those like bread rolls, short
Finger
ones.
buns?
Finger buns.
Oh,
dude.
finger
buns are the best.
Finger buns. Excuse me, Mr. Finger Bun.
Yeah.
What are you up to, bruh?
Finger buns were legit.
Kiwis beat Australia 30-0.
Rugby league show.
After beating New Zealand 36-18 in week 4, New Zealand absolutely dominated 30-0. Boys.
I always knew we could win.
Yeah, we knew it. We knew we could win.
This
Listen.
super uncouth behaviour.
Listen, going in, it was pretty obvious to Tom and I that we weren't going to lose.
Yeah.
One way or
This is
another.
really uncouth behaviour.
Mate, like, we sort of even, you could argue, played possum the week before when we won.
This WeChat is absolutely disgraceful.
Well, listen, we won both weeks.
we
in a
won.
row.
We won the week before.
Yeah.
Kiwis didn't look like shit.
I'm not even angry. I'm hurt and disappointed.
What are you hurt about?
Why are you hurt? If China won, you'd be able to. I wouldn't care if you said we,
I would. I'd never say we about China.
But you're Chinese.
but you're Chinese.
I'm just Australian, mate.
Well, it's not
True
what you
blue.
told us. In
True
the
blue.
green room.
So
You can
said
be
in the green room.
Australian, but you're still Chinese, half.
Chinese.
Whatever it is. Whatever the breakdown.
So you're Kiwis now. Is that confirmation or?
My dad's from New Zealand. Yeah.
And
So-
my mother is from New Zealand.
So do we have confirmation that you go for New Zealand now? Is that what we're saying?
No, what we're saying is, listen, we always go for Australia.
Yeah.
Unless Australia gets knocked out or Australia doesn't win, and then we go for New Zealand. What happens is it's weird. It's hard to describe.
Okay.
Basically, if Australia loses, there's like something inside of us. Our like Kiwi blood comes alive,
Okay.
and then we go, holy fuck, we won again.
And so, like, for that game,
Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
we were essentially losing that game 30-0 until the 80th minute when we won 30-0.
Does that make sense? Like we were like, fuck, we've lost, and then as the hooter goes.
Yeah.
The blood comes alive, and it's like, oh wait, we actually won.
Now, if that was New Zealand playing fucking Peru, Australia playing Peru, we lose that game.
Okay.
That's a great point.
Look, I understand where you're coming from.
It just happens to be the team we were playing.
It just hurts because you thought I was sitting across from true blue Australians.
we are.
but doesn't seem like it.
You can't turn your blood off.
Can
you?
Or you die, I think.
You know what? I'd rather die than turn my blood off and go for somewhere else.
You'd rather turn your blood off.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Just turn it off.
You actually can't, though.
Well, you can.
Well, you can't, though.
You could.
Well, but you can do, like, you can technically do a lot of things, but you can't actually do it.
Without the Kiwi in me, I'm just an egg.
But you're an Australian egg. You're an Australian egg.
Well, I'm a Kiwi egg.
You'd be a Kiwi egg. So you're an Australian sperm. Hey, listen, I'll leave it up to the audience.
Anyway, so 30-0. It was a good win.
Hey, good win.
Really good win for the
It
boys.
just stings to hear that.
Really good win for the boys.
Hump him, though. Jesus Christ, that was a humping and a half. Australia looked like absolute shit.
It's written there. It became a thumping.
Can I ask a question of you, Kempy, as the preeminent rugby league mind of our times?
Preeminent.
I Googled what that meant today.
What's it mean?
Well, it's like the most distinguished in a field or in a...
But if you were eminent, would that be not as good as preeminent?
Don't ask me, dude. I only Googled preeminent.
Could you be post-eminent?
I only Googled preeminent.
Because post-eminent sounds like either you've fallen off or you're better than the best.
It could, dude. Again, Googled it, so I don't know. But...
Is it pre-eminent?
No. Is it time to make some changes and bring in hot boys in form instead of just picking players because you like them?
Well, not because you like him. He's got a history in the jersey. I think I know who you're alluding to. I personally already would have picked Ponga or Walsh anyway.
I didn't say any names, but yep.
I would have picked them at 14. So I was talking about the 14. Yeah, for sure. And I think, like, obviously Cleary was injured, but it's Cleary's time now, I believe. For the Australian jersey, I think it's either Ponga's, Reece Walsh, or Scotty Drinkwater's time at fullback.
Scotty would be the third in that.
Yeah, for sure. But, I mean, he's been in the Dally M top 5 literally 2 years in a row. A lot of people get a bit, like, shocked when you go, Scott Drinkwater's in that same echelon. I'm like, mate, he's actually been in the Dally M more than Reece Walsh has, even though I would have Reece Walsh ahead. Look, it's tough. The Reece Walsh-Kalen Ponga one, I don't know what the answer is because Reece Walsh, if Reece Walsh didn't go as well as he did in Origin, you'd have KP 100% ahead of him. But it's just that Origin performance where I'm like, so maybe KP just a little bit ahead of him due to experience and the fact that he won the Dally M, but yeah, either of those guys I reckon it's tough.
And then would you have the other one at 14? Or would Ponga be a better 14 than Reece?
Depends how... Ponga would be definitely a better... I don't think you could play Reece Walsh at 14. I think if he's in the side, he has to be 1. But it just depends how Benny Hunt goes. Because I just think that Benny Hunt, Grant Hunt combination... It's too potent to mess with that.
Is it in? And I mean, I'm like, how did you see that combination in that game?
Oh, really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. It's the worst game I've seen Harry Grant and Benny Hunt probably play, to be honest. Just outside looking into me, and I get your boys' opinion on it too, and this is just a fan's perspective, it honestly looked like they won that first game and they enjoyed the week. It looked like a bunch of boys away together. The season's been long, and they just enjoyed it, and they didn't take it as seriously as they should have. That's what it looked like.
Easy to fall into that trap, though, I think, after a fucking long season.
Well, you'd rather lose that first game so you're up for the second game. Do you know what I mean? Because you play each other week after.
Like, we're November, right?
So long.
They're back at training. We were talking about it, Matty and I, before, because I saw boys at pre-season.
Today.
But I'm saying if it was a World Cup last year, so if you're a big dick, you probably come back, started Jan, late December.
Yep.
That's fucking 10 and a bit long months in the saddle.
You'd be fucking
over it.
So
bro.
over it.
And you're physically burnt out. Like, you're getting smashed up.
Oh.
Still.
And obviously you got to take test matches seriously, but Party be like, it's not a World Cup.
Yeah. And look, the Kiwis, they both had a lot to play for, but if you're the underdog, it's much easier to get up than being the team that's won, the last 10 games or whatever the number is. So, yeah, definitely, my opinion, it wasn't up to Australian standard. The jersey was a bit let down. Let down.
30-0, not good enough.
It's a good wake-up call because I do think the gap between Australia and New Zealand has closed, and people might go, well, hang on a sec, New Zealand have beaten Australian World Cups. For sure, I get that, but I think that New Zealand's depth compared to back in the day, it is like they didn't even have the Dally M 7. They didn't even have a Dally M hooker in Cheese. They didn't have Jeremy Marshall-King. And I know we were missing players too, but tell me a time when New Zealand ever could not have their starting 7 and 9 and still put in guys that are tippity-top tier.
Mate, they used to fucking pick like Christian Inu played one game of first grade and was playing fullback for New Zealand. You're like, those were the times.
Yeah. And so I think New Zealand, like put it this way, I feel like, and I said this on the Monday show, we always used to be able to go, yeah, but we got Darren Lockyer, Cam Smith, Thurston, Cronk, like all these immortals. We don't really have that now. Like hopefully Cleary becomes that guy in rep footy. We haven't seen it yet, but we don't have that luxury anymore. So
I don't reckon we've seen it yet.
We've seen it in patches for sure.
I was going off what you said.
We've seen it in patches when he's dominated for. I mean, he's won a World Cup, 3 series as well.
I know that. You said it.
Yeah, I don't think immortal status yet. But I think that this Kiwi squad and the Australian squad, when you look at it, they're pretty much like all on their day. They're pretty much equal. Like,
yeah.
When you look at their squads.
But I also think Australia could have had a better squad where that maybe would be.
Well, okay, so you bring Cleary in, but then let's say SJ played. You bring.
I think Cleary is better than Sean.
He is, right. But what I'm saying is that New Zealand would get better too.
Sure.
So both teams get better.
Yeah, fair.
And is Cleary going to be 30 points? Oh, maybe not. Then obviously,
what about if you? I mean,
Trell,
obviously, like
Tommy.
injuries, Trell, Tommy. Different fullback, IMO, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, you've got Tohu Harris. I don't know if he's fully retired from rep footy, but you got Tohu Harris, who something's invested in the game. You got Cheese as well. So New Zealand could have been better as well. I'm not saying that those players are as good as like Cleary and Tommy and Trell, but New Zealand didn't. They also had injuries going.
Sure.
Into this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So the good thing is it's a wake up call, and on top of all of that, the next game of Australia versus New Zealand. You know, sometimes we get into these lulls where it's like you're pumped, but you're not as pumped as like maybe 4 or 5 years ago when there's been blow-ups. Bulldogs signed 4 players: Hutchinson, Mann, Turpin, Famasili. Boys, I know people are like talking shit, or some of these are reserve grades or whatever, but they've got to start somewhere, and they've got to do it in a way where they're not going to ruin their salary cap. So I guarantee they got all these boys on low, like not big contracts, and then basically it takes them from second last, hopefully, to 12th or something, and then they can get the big dogs in. Whereas if they go out and try and buy like big dogs that are a bit older, they'll smash their salary cap to pieces. I don't mind it.
No, I don't mind it. We
Joey Hutchinson goes well.
for many years, Eddie and I have spoken about the importance of building a wall when trying to build a rugby league side, and you've got to find bricks. But the only thing that holds bricks together is cement.
So a brick's an alpha,
Okay.
right? Latrell, brick, all brick. But unless you fucking concrete that wall in,
He's just a brick.
that brick in rather, then the wall's going to fall down, right? Because you just got bricks resting on bricks.
Yeah, nothing binding the
You can
bricks
kick
together.
that fucking thing down. Stiff breeze will knock it over. Whereas if you've got cement in there, your Drews, your Mans, your Turpins, then that fucking brick can go about being a brick in a wall.
Yeah.
Slide Critter in, you slide Burton in, the Fox.
Kick out,
Yeah, okay. Reed.
But your Drewy goes, I'll hold you here, boys.
Yeah.
Got you,
I'll
boys.
hold you here.
or I'll push you up. I'll push you on. You know what I mean? To greatness.
To wallness.
To be a wall.
To be a wall. To be like the wall behind you.
To be a wall is to live.
One of the most profound statements ever.
Yeah, it was. That was pretty
I
profound.
like that, Eddie. You're on fire today.
You did scroll past a Tiger story there, which I don't know if that was intentional, whether you sort of didn't want us to...
No, we could talk about it.
I just thought it angered me greatly as a Manly fan. Like, boiled my blood to hear that. Latu looking like he's going to be in... Like, they bought Aiden Caesar out. Jaden Sullivan, obviously, I think we assumed was going to be in the halves. We thought maybe it was going to be with Aiden Caesar. To hear that Latu, front runner, to be in the halves for the Tigers... I just feel fucking...
Watch him dominate. Watch him fucking dominate.
Yeah. Like, if he dominates and we don't win the comp, which I assume we will, but let's just say if he dominates, we don't win the comp, I will call for heads to roll.
You'll call for heads.
Which heads?
Shit.
I'm not going to say yet because I don't want to, but heads will be called for.
Which
Who are you thinking about? I saw it. I saw what he said.
What do you mean?
You could hear it.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about this.
Wow. Okay, so turmoil at Manly then already.
No.
It's comp or bust.
Yeah,
Well, it's always
pretty
comp.
much.
We win the comp.
It's always comp or bust.
That's what great teams are about.
And you guys haven't been about it then, I guess?
Well,
you-
we're not about winning spoons. And
You're
losing
about
grand
merging though, aren't
finals.
you? You're about merging though.
Not about losing a grand final, bro. We didn't merge.
You didn't
You
merge?
played for the Dragons. You played for DMC.
I've got no issue with DMC.
Why
Yes, you
use
do.
it as a fucking slur?
You always sat in the
Because
green
you
room.
guys use it as a slur.
No, we
it is a
don't.
slur.
So you're slurring yourself.
No, I'm not. We're not a DMP. A DMC.
The Northern Eagles, I don't even... No time for that stuff. Didn't support them either.
Okay.
Been Manly. Warringah,
Okay.
which isn't a DMC.
Not a DMC. All right, sweet. But it's premiership or bust for you boys.
Yes.
Would you a
As
little
it
bit,
should be.
Would you a little bit fucked off if you're Aiden Caesar coming back from? I mean, not that you're ever sad coming back from the Super League, but like to be like have Benji come out and be like, "You're not."
Well, no. He said there's a feeling. So first of all, we don't know. It's just
I
a
thought he
report.
said it was theirs to lose.
No, he said if they can start in the halves if they own the preseason.
Yeah, right. Well, but that would be their. Again, maybe there's more context around the article. I don't
Yeah,
know,
but it's about revving the boys up. Like, think of it this way: who out of those three players has played well enough to walk into a starting side in the NRL? Like, none of them have because they haven't been. Like, Sullivan's been injured, Fainu, young gun, Caesar's been in the Super League, so they should be competing for the position. It's not like they've recruited Mitchell Moses, who's guaranteed that spot, or Dylan. Like these are guys are seasoned. Caesar will probably just be stoked, not just stoked, but to just get a full-time contract and be back in the country. I like it as long as the Tigers look, and probably no chance of this, but if the Tigers are patient with Benji Marshall, I like that attitude because you're going, you know what, we're going to put young boys in there if they own the preseason, and we're just going to build from there.
I would not be holding my breath for patience, man.
Neither do I.
It'll
I
be
hear Lart's in line to become captain of the club.
If he owns the preseason,
Yeah.
which pretty
Captain
much
coach?
got it.
when
Well,
Benji gets sacked.
Maybe. Fuck, wouldn't that be fun?
Bring Latu in. Go young.
And lastly, Adam Fennell Blake said he will stay at the Warriors one more year before heading back to Sydney.
Yep, to Manly.
To Manly, you heard that. You hear in whispers.
Listen, we're in sort of pretty advanced conversations with AFB about coming back to the club.
What's he saying?
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
So it's done?
He said he loves the club. He loves us. He loves Brookie.
Yeah.
He loves fucking pounding out teams that aren't Manly.
Do you call it 4 Points Park or do you call it
Brookie?
Brookie. So it's always Brookie, no
It's
matter
in
what. it'll be
Brookvale.
Brookie. Okay. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
they try to push the sponsorship.
Yeah, listen.
Well,
they can
I mean,
push whatever they want, but it's Brookie.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, like,
No, I'm just asking
they're
questions.
just the sponsor of the fucking ground, right?
Yeah, okay.
Full respect.
What was the sponsor before? Lottoland.
Yeah.
And before then, I think it was just Brookvale.
Yeah.
I think Lottoland was the first foray into.
Stadium name.
Yeah. But listen, if you're going to get a pretty little penny for it,
Hey.
go for gold.
Make some money.
But Aden
Manly
pretty
did it.
much committed to coming back, which is nice.
He just whispered, he's just fucking talking shit.
I just said Manly need it. Like, they need the cash.
Every stadium's.
No, I got no issue with the sponsor.
Sharks
I'm
are
just,
not
Suncorp.
fucking...
I'm just saying you need it.
Suncorp,
I'm just saying you need it. Like, that's not.
What was it
what's wrong
called
with
before Suncorp?
Lang Park.
Lang Park.
They always go the old Lang Park. What is the old Lang Park?
They except renovated it, I believe.
Yeah, I think they renovated it.
Like
But
Bank
they used to
West.
play Kiwi too, I think, for a little bit.
Is it Bank West or Combank?
Combank now.
Combank
it was
now.
Bank West when it started. When it opened. Steepest stadium in the land.
Yeah.
Bank West.
So back to Manly confirmed. Is that
Yes,
correct?
confirm.
Yep. Confirm. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yep.
You hear any whispers, Matty, or no? No whispers? Okay. I didn't anyway. No, just joking, bro. All right. We are done and dusted. 6 p.m. tonight. Big Day Rosé. It drops.
Sport.shop.
Be there. It sells out quickly every time, guys. So make sure to be there. Don't complain if you miss out because we gave you the warning. We gave you the warning.
We did.
And as usual, I'll go and fuck myself. Thank you.